Okay.
There are only 2 potatoes, is right?
There are only 2 potatoes is right. Or another possibility. There are some potatoes. It's good too.
Potato.
There are some potatoes is good too. Okay, good. Marcia, choose another ingredient. Choose another ingredient.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Sirley, talk about the tomatoes.
There are some potatoes.
Tomatoes, that's right. There are
There are
some
some
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Excellent.
Tomatoes.
Sirley, choose another ingredient.
Milk.
Milk. Guilherme, talk about milk.
There is 3
Liters.
liters. Yes,
Okay.
liters milk.
Okay,
There is.
because
No,
because
there are.
yes, that's right. Very good.
There are.
There are 3 liters of milk. This is one possibility. There are 3 liters of milk. One possibility. Another possibility. Anybody?
There are 3 bottles.
There
Of
are 3
milk?
bottles of milk. Another possibility. Another
There are a
possibility.
lot of milk.
A lot of milk.
There is a lot of milk.
There is
There
a lot.
is
a lot
lot
of
of
milk.
milk.
Because milk is non-count. Because milk is non-count, we are going to use is. There is a lot of milk because it is non-count. Do you understand, Sirley? You have possibilities, 3 bottles, 3 liters, but we can also say there is a lot of milk. Okay, very good. Guilherme, choose another
But,
ingredient.
teacher, but
Yes.
there's a lot of milk.
Yes, there is a lot of milk.
Not
No, there
uncountable.
isn't.
No, not there isn't. Not there isn't. It is affirmative. There is a lot of milk. That's right.
Okay.
Very good. Guilherme, choose another ingredient.
Vegetable oil.
Excellent. Vegetable oil. Marco.
There isn't a vegetable oil.
There isn't. No, there isn't
A little.
Any
There isn't
vegetable oil.
any vegetable oil. That's right. Okay.
Oh no,
Yes, there
In
is.
the hand of him,
there is a little.
Pegadinha do malandro.
in his hand. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Have some oil.
Yes, there is some oil, correct, in his hand.
There is some,
There is
yes.
some oil. Okay. So Marco, choose another ingredient.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes already went. Tomatoes,
All right.
potatoes, milk, oil already went.
Onions.
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 Onions. Edu, onions.
Onions. I like onions.
Yes, there is 2 onions,
Okay, onions,
but not chopped.
plural. Onions, plural. There is no, we say
There are onions.
There
2
are
onions.
onions, or there are some
Okay.
onions. There are 2 onions. All
Some-
possibilities. Perfect. Okay, that's good. All right, let me show you what I prepared for you over here. Let me see, where is it?
Mm,
Mm,
very
Dora
beautiful
is
color.
hungry.
yes. Eh,
Orange color.
over here.
It's beautiful.
My computer is not helping me. Just a second. Look, can you see? Thinking, thinking, thinking. Okay.
Fresh milk. Mm,
Dora is hungry.
Yes, Dora is hungry. Okay. Okay. So we have, how much cheese is there? How much? So we are going to say, is cheese count or non-count noun?
I think non-count.
Not count.
Okay, so it's non-count, right? So if it's non-count, it's not possible to do this yet. Just a second. It's not possible to do this yet. All right. We have to finish this part for you to do this. Just a second, just a second. Over here. Okay. So we're going to do the listening. Can you see over here? Next to the picture, we have this dialogue. Okay. We have this dialogue. So you need to complete the dialogue. Complete the dialogue, okay? I'm going to put you in pairs so that you can complete the dialogue together. You can complete the dialogue together, all right? So you can help each other. Complete the dialogue together.
What's the page, teacher?
Page 61, page 61, the dialogue. Okay, you can go. I'll give you 6 minutes, okay? 6 minutes for you to complete the dialogue. You are going to put some, any, much, many, okay? 6 minutes for this. Sihle, you can go. Dudu, you can go. Good.
But I have many doubts.
Doubts, that's right. Very,
Many
doubts are very good. Doubts are excellent because it gives you focus. It gives you focus. It's very good. Okay. So before we correct, I want you to listen and correct yourselves. And then we're going to correct together, okay? So listen,
Okay.
listen and correct.
Gente, vocês têm que estar aqui em 10 minutos para chegar na aula.
O quê?
Ai, desculpa.
Tu tens aula?
É porque meu filho, lembrando que ele tem uma aula agora de Detran.
Uau!
Eles não saíram. Mãe é assim, né? Tá na aula, tá...
That's right. That's right.
Sorry.
That's okay. I understand. Okay.
Eating in. This recipe for shepherd's pie looks easy, but I can't cook at all. Don't worry, I really like cooking. Now, vegetables. Do we have any onions? Are there any carrots or potatoes? Well, there are some onions, but there aren't any carrots. And we don't have many potatoes. How many do we need? 4 big ones. Okay, put potatoes on your list. And how many tomatoes are there? Only 2 small ones. Put them on the list too. How much milk is there? There's a lot, but there isn't much cheese or butter. Okay, cheese and butter. What about herbs? Do we have any thyme? Yeah, we do. But don't forget the ground beef. How much do we need? 1.5 pounds. Now, is that everything? I think so. Do we have vegetable oil? Oh, yeah. There's some left in the bottle. Okay, first shopping. Then I'll give you a cooking lesson. Great. I hope Sarah and Lizzie like shepherd's pie. Everyone likes shepherd's pie.
Okay? Or repeat
Okay.
one more time. Or repeat.
Repeat, please.
Okay.
Repeat, please.
Okay. One more time.
Track 52. Eating in. This recipe for shepherd's pie looks easy, but I can't cook at all. Don't worry, I really like cooking. Now, vegetables. Do we have any onions? Are there any carrots or potatoes? Well, there are some onions, but there aren't any carrots. And we don't have many potatoes. How many do we need? 4 big ones. Okay, put potatoes on your list. And how many tomatoes are there? Only 2 small ones. Put them on the list too. How much milk is there? There's a lot, but there isn't much cheese or butter. Okay, cheese and butter. What about herbs? Do we have any thyme? Yeah, we do. But don't forget the ground beef. How much do we need? 1.5 pounds. Now, is that everything? I think so. Do we have vegetable oil? Oh, yeah. There's some left in the bottle. Okay, first shopping. Then I'll give you a cooking lesson. I hope Sarah and Lizzie like shepherd's pie. Everyone likes shepherd's pie.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see together. This recipe for shepherd's pie looks easy, right? One way of choosing a recipe is if the recipe is easy, then we choose it, right? I prefer easy recipes and fast recipes too. Okay, so don't worry, but I can't cook at all. I'm very bad at cooking. This is Evan, right, speaking. And Nick says, don't worry, I really like cooking. Now, vegetables. Do we have any onions? We are using any because it's an interrogative. It's a question. So we use any. Marcia.
Are there any carrots or potatoes?
Okay, very good, very good. Yes. Continue, Dora.
Well, there are some onions, but there aren't any carrots, and we don't have many potatoes. How many do you need?
Perfect, perfect. Okay. So we have some, any, many, and many again. All right.
Teacher,
Yes.
why is many potatoes? We don't have many
Don't have
potatoes.
many potatoes. Okay. When it is not sufficient, when it is not sufficient, when it is not enough, when it's not sufficient, we use the negative with many. Okay, look here in the grammar spot. Take a look at the grammar spot. In the bottom, can you see at the bottom, we have the grammar spot here. So we say, we use many with count nouns in questions and negatives. So we say, how many potatoes are there? And when it's not sufficient, we are going to say, there aren't many onions. There aren't many potatoes. Understand? Okay. So they need 4 big ones. And in the picture, we only have 2. So there aren't many potatoes. Okay. Continue, please, Dudu.
4 big ones.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, put potatoes on your list. And how many tomatoes are there?
Perfect. Okay. And how many tomatoes are there? We are asking a question. So we are going to use many because tomatoes are plural, are count nouns and in the plural. Okay. Continue, please, Marco.
Only 2 small ones. Put them on the list too. How much milk is there?
Perfect. Milk is non-count. So we need to use much there. Okay, very good. Guilherme. I think Guilherme is not there. Sirley.
How much milk is there?
Yes, continue.
There is a lorry. There is a lorry, but there isn't much cheese or butter.
Very good, Sirley, very good. Cheese or butter is non-count, so there isn't much cheese or butter. Okay, very good. Continue, please, Dora.
Okay, cheese and butter. What about herbs? Do you have any time?
Excellent. Time is non-count, so we need to use any, or it's a question, so we need to use any. That's right. Marcia.
Yeah, we do, but don't forget the ground beef. How much do you need?
Perfect. How much do we need? Okay, Marco.
Pound and a half. Now is that everything? I think so. Do we have vegetable oil? Oh yeah, there is and left in the bottle. There is some left in the bottle.
That's right. That's right. Okay, yes, there is some left in the bottle, and we need some here because the sentence is affirmative. Yes, that's right. That's right. It's uncountable and it's affirmative. Okay. Okay, first shopping, then I'll give you a cooking lesson. A cooking lesson. Great. I hope Sarah and Lizzie like shepherd's pie. Everyone likes shepherd's pie. All right. Let's take a look now at the grammar spot, okay? Let's take a look at the grammar spot. So we have grammar spot. We use many with count nouns in questions and negatives. And we use much with non-count nouns in questions and negatives. So we have how many potatoes are there? Countable, plural noun. But if it is non-count, we say how much butter is there? So many for countable, much for non-countable. Okay. In the answer, there aren't many when it's not sufficient. And there isn't much when it's not sufficient. There aren't many onions, there isn't much oil. If we are using the affirmative, and the quantity is big, we use a lot of. We don't use much, we don't use many. We use a lot of. We use a lot of, okay? So we say there's a lot of milk. So let's go together. We are going to the grammar reference on page 135 in the back of the book, the grammar reference in the back of the book. Okay, so we have, did you find 8.4 in the grammar reference? This is a summary, resumo, a summary of the grammar. We have how much, how many. Can you see? We have the questions. When do we use much? When do we use many? We use how much with non-count nouns. So we say, how much rice is there? We use how many with plural count nouns. How many apples are there? Okay, so let's look here. We have how blank cheese is there. So first question that we ask here, is cheese count or non-count?
No
No
count.
count.
How much cheese is
How
there?
much cheese?
So the first question, it's non-count. All right, now let's continue the question. Because it's non-count, we are going to use much or many?
Much.
Much.
Much. We're going to use much. So there we have. How much cheese is there? Okay, now the answer. Is the cheese sufficient? Is it enough? Is it sufficient? If the answer is no, let's imagine the answer is no, like vegetable oil. Now, to answer the question, do we use an affirmative, a negative, or an interrogative sentence to answer no? We use a negative sentence, right?
Negative sense.
The negative.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So the answer is going to be
There isn't much
there
cheese.
isn't much cheese because we use much, and because it's a non-count noun, and because the answer is no. But let's imagine that we have milk now here, okay? Now, first question, is milk count?
How
How
much
much?
milk?
How
How
much
much
milk is
milk?
there?
So we are going to use much. How much milk is there? Let's imagine that to the answer, is it enough? The answer is yes.
Yes.
If the answer is yes, we have to decide.
Affirmative. A
Affirmative.
lot.
Affirmative.
Okay, affirmative. But we have two possibilities here. We have two possibilities. We can answer some, or
Some.
we can answer a lot. It depends on the quantity. If the
Yes.
quantity is big, we answer a lot.
A lot of.
If the answer is not big, if the quantity is not big, we're going to answer some. So the answer is there is some milk or there is a lot of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now let's look at this other. Here we have how are
Many
the
potatoes are there.
Many potatoes
okay.
are there.
The
How many?
potatoes are count now. Oh my
Is there?
How many potatoes is there?
many, and the question is going to be how many potatoes. And now we use singular or plural here?
Plural.
Are
Are
there?
there.
Are there?
Are there.
We need to use a plural there. So how many potatoes are there? Is the quantity enough? So the answer is no. If the answer is no, we use
Negative.
Negative.
negative. All right. So the answer is going to be there
There
are
are many potatoes.
potatoes. Okay. Let's how
Many
Many.
strawberries
Many
how
strawberries
many
are there.
strawberries are there? That's right.
are there?
Now, is the quantity sufficient or enough? Let's say yes.
Yes, there are some strawberries.
Affirmative.
Yes, but we can also answer a lot.
Some
A lot.
or a lot.
We can answer the two. We can answer a
Yes.
lot of. So there are some or a lot of
Some or
strawberries.
a lot.
So
Okay.
both count and non-count, you can use some and a lot of with both of them, okay? Do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, do you remember that I asked you to bring or to think about your favorite food? Your favorite food, yes? And that I want you to talk about your favorite food. What ingredients are necessary for your favorite food? Let's see. Guilherme, what's your favorite food?
Pizza of
Mozzarella.
mozzarella and cheese.
This is very good, Guilherme. What are the ingredients that you need to make your favorite pizza?
Five 500 grams of wheat flour. Okay.
Flour, yes, wheat
Two
flour.
flour, 2 tablespoons of fermento.
Oh, this is baking powder. So let's not, it's not necessary to give the quantities. It's not necessary to give the quantities, only the ingredients. We need flour,
Only the cream,
baking powder,
salt,
salt,
glass of water,
water,
oil, mozzarella and
mozzarella.
cheddar, tomato sauce,
Uh-huh.
oregano, and catupiry.
and cheese, cream cheese, right?
Catupiry to board.
Okay,
Pra borda.
for the borders, Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Guilherme, choose a person from the class.
I don't know. Dorita.
Dorita, okay, Dorita, tell us about your favorite food.
I like to cook eggplant lasagna.
Eggplant, yeah, eggplant
Eggplant
lasagna.
lasagna.
Wow, very good. Do you know what eggplant is, people?
It's delicious.
Do you know what eggplant is? Guilherme, Sirley, Marcia, do you know eggplant?
No, I don't
No?
know.
In
Me
Portuguese,
too, I don't know.
in Portuguese, Dorita, tell them, what is eggplant?
It's berinjela.
Ah.
The name in English is very interesting because if you look at the plant, it looks in the form, in the shape of an egg. It's an eggplant.
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 Okay.
It's delicious.
Yes.
I-
The lasagna is delicious. What
It's
are the
delicious.
ingredients necessary?
I use the following ingredients: 2 large eggplants,
Okay.
2 tomatoes, 2 large tomatoes, 2 medium onions, a lot of cheese,
Melt.
oregano,
Uh-huh.
basil,
Oh,
extra virgin olive oil,
yeah, extra virgin oil, olive oil, yes.
a lot of oil. Salt, cheese, né? And tomato sauce.
Very good.
A lot of cheese too.
Okay, the more cheese, the better, right? That's right. It sounds delicious. It sounds delicious. People, unfortunately, our class is finishing. We're finishing in less than 4 minutes. So I'm going to give you your homework, okay? For homework, you're going to practice. You're going to practice some, any, much, many in the workbook, okay? You are going to do page 49 in the workbook. Page 49 in the workbook.
49.
Yes, workbook page 49. And you are going to do in the book on page 61, exercise 1, which is also the same practice, much, many.
Page 49, 49 in your book.
Yes, 49 in the workbook.
49 49 in the workbook.
Exercise 1-1.
Yes, and in the book, page 61, exercise 1. That's right.
1 in the workbook exercise.
In the workbook,
What?
all the page, all the
All
page,
the page.
all the page. Yes.
Bora treinar.
Yes, I want you to practice. I want you to practice. Okay, Marcia, can you write for us in the group our homework? Write our homework
Yes, teacher.
in the group. And the people that did not talk about your favorite recipe, you are going to talk about your favorite recipe next class, okay? So
Okay,
be
teacher.
prepared with the ingredients. Dora researched all the ingredients for her recipe. Very good, Dora. Very good. And you also have had the ingredients. Very good. Okay. So next
Okay.
class, we're going to talk about our favorite food. All right.
Thank
use
you, teacher.
I use garlic
Oh,
clove
garlic.
too.
Very good. That's very good. Garlic gives a special flavor to the food.
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay. Thank you very much.
It's good for all foods.
Yes. I prefer only a little. I prefer only a little, not a lot. Okay. Thank you very much, people. Have
Thank you.
great evening. See you on Thursday. See you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye, people. Thank you, teacher.